Now here's Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On first down, Bortles. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Bortles now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. After the interception, here's one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Beasley with it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Easy.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tomahawley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. In not great starting field position here for the offense. Shift together here from the D-line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Going deep for his tight end play. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Cleveland after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Williams, the man in motion left. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just can. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Bortles. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And now a first down following that long gain. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Trying to shake off the interception. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On third down, Roethlisberger. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Tomahawley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
In motion right, Baldwin. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Bortles to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looks defensively. Bortles going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Bortles going to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Tom Hackett now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Hey, boys, go forward. Pull down. Here we go. 57. Slam.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him for what'll be a loss of 13 yards. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
He sets to fire deep, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. Now Ben on third and long. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here we go now. Green,
On second down, Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw, it's Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Again, it's Bortles. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And that's caught by Beasley. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Roethlisberger. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On second down, Roethlisberger to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll look to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. To throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet, but you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And this is caught at the 8. A nice gain of 21 yards. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lane.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. Adrian Peterson off to the races. And all the way down to the 9. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Set off in search of satisfaction, rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Don't make me this aching pain when you're away, like a burning ship that sets the sails to you. Fingertips, press my lips, make me sing that holy song the way you do. Holy Ghost inside, let it loose and lay it on. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.